25. Jameis now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run. Cook. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The tackle made by the impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Cook, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Ready. Check. Ready. Check 3. Check 37. Check 37. 3, 17.
Winston now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Gain of 15.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers looking here for Smith downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with Cook. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
25, check 25, check 25. Shit. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Under crunch.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw, Winston. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
By the Packers.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the Bears' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start the drive with Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it third down and 10.
On third down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Irvin to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Packers.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to Devin Funchess.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
28-yard
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bears 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On 1st and 10, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he's got Miller. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
36, 36. Check 3, check 3.
They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 26, 5 on the 50.
On the carry, it's Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 20-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
37-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down by Kyle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Packers.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Rodgers.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. It's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Rodgers.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
4 yards.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Good tackle by Akeem Hicks, and what a nice career he's had. Remember, he played his college ball in Canada. Now in his 5th season with the Bears and 9th overall in the NFL.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's right, baby. Check 43. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Who's that?
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Christian Kirksey able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
24 is the mic.
Now Winston. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Devontae Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
It's the score, Packers 20, Bears 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
24.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second down, Winston again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Winston. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Packers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his... Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Aaron Jones. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now Jones at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 27, Bears 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston caught on the left side by Ginn. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
24 is the mic, and let's get this.
Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Lead to David Montgomery. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 38-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Watch out, watch out. Easy.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.